In high school, my favorite subject was math. Guess the gender of my teacher. Let's not lie, math was not my favorite subject. But my teacher was male.
Math teachers, we used to associate them with men. Anything to do with math, physics, chemistry, it's just something that I will guess men.
I find that a bias, and I'll give my personal story. So, in the early 20s, I completed my undergraduate in computer science, and I was very excited to join the workforce. And when I joined the workforce, unfortunately, I realized that ladies were given lighter duties. They did not want the ladies to do programming or even do database management.
Name 5 male CEOs in Kenya. Oh my God. Now name 5 female CEOs. 5 CEOs male. Peter of Safaricom, Jeremy of Absa, our own Charles Mudiwa of Stanbic Bank, Gokibati, Telcom.
Female, if I don't know the name, but I know as a lady at MultiChoice. That's the only CEO I know.
It's easier to remember the male CEOs because, first of all, that question is not asked frequently, like how many female CEOs, and I guess we also don't put them out there a lot. And I think you guys have also been in the market for too long, so we are now starting to step out.
My car is at the garage. My mechanic's name starts with an R. Can you guess the name? So most mechanics are dudes.
I could only guess Rasta. Rasta is male with dreads.
Roderick, we are used to men doing the role of mechanics. But if you see a lady now, it becomes a different picture.
My first sentiment would be, are you the lady taking the details of my car, my name, and maybe a few details of my contacts?
I booked an appointment with Dr. Hillary today. It only has one L. I think it's a lady.
I feel it's a man because most doctors are male in gender. I find also very few women doing sciences, and probably in Kenya, they are the fewest in terms of women.
First computer programmer was named Ada. Were they male or female? Historically, we've had females doing great things, but it's been hidden. Yeah, like Americans. I mean, we've had women who've discovered, who are mathematicians, who are physicians, who are scientists, and it's been underground. So I'm guessing this is female.
I have 2 toys. Which one is your son's and which one is your daughter's? My son would have this. My daughter will have this and this. My father has a garage, and whenever I visit my father, I see my son interested in doing what his grandfather likes doing.
My son will love this bus, love playing football. Color blue for the boy, girly stuff, pink. Most boys will prefer masculine stuff like blue. Pink is considered a feminine color.
For my girls, I would pick the fluffy teddy bear with the pink stuff on it, the colorful pink ball. So for my nephew, I would go for this monster truck, a small football, and it has to be a blue pencil.
For my boy and for my girl. Also, my boy loves vehicles and cars and these toys.
Okay, I think for my boy it's simple. I'll pick this. At 3 years old, I think he will enjoy this, being a bus and being fascinated by vehicles.
Generally, boy wants to dominate. And you realize that a boy will wish to drive this one, and he will end up also putting an imaginary passengers, and he will be the driver.
I would say that stereotypically, this would be my daughters, this would be my son. But again, I think this could be stigmatized as well if it's my son's. Unless he's sleeping with it in his room, maybe that would be much better or much okay. But then if he was to go out with it, I think that could be problematic.
When I was growing up, as a young boy, actually my parents will pick masculine colors, that is blue, black and white, brown, dark colors. I don't think when I was growing up I ever had any light or bright clothing with me. So this is something that I've grown up with, having more dark and masculine colors. We tend to separate such kind of items in the house. When you see something bright, that's for the girl. See something dark, that's for the boy.
Historically, like for us when we were growing up, first of all, the kitchen bias, like you can't go to the kitchen, boys can't go to the kitchen, girls. Like the duties were very clearly spread. Who is working out there in the compound, who is inside, who is cooking, who is washing dishes.
Yes, from my background, it was intimated on what is for boys and what is for girls. Sometimes more subtle, sometimes more, just much more open. And also by actually different arrays of people in society, teachers, people in the family. Yeah, so sometimes it could be a bit subtle, sometimes by observation, right? So you see what boys are doing, you see what girls are doing, so you learn from that or you pick up from that. Or sometimes someone will just come up with a comment, had a comment, wacha, hiyo ni ya vijana.
I think it's just a bias of sort, yeah. But otherwise, it's a bias we've grown up with, yeah. Because there's no harm really in a child holding this, or we are the ones who declared pink is for girls and white and teddy bears are for girls. And then, of course, we are in an African setting again. So, of course, the dad would kill you and would ask you, where are you from?